because it's... Oh,
man.
Devondre Sweat.
Oh.
From Texas. Great name. Strengths, prototypical nose tackle body. 6'4", 362.
Okay, now we're talking.
Barthy, you know this guy, huh? The giant, wide man.
He's smiling ear to ear back
Yeah,
there.
he's beaming.
There's a lot to be excited about by Devondre Sweat, as you heard the guy say. He is that classic nose tackle, 6'4", 366. You can't single block him. He's going to be double or even triple blocked in the NFL. He could have a Vince Wilfork type of impact. However, it is worth noting Sweat was arrested for a DWI last week. That will undoubtedly impact the way teams view him heading into the draft.
Run game redirector, who is the equivalent of a defensive mountain. Wow. Booming hitter who will hurt opponents when he lands on them.
Oh, I like the sound of this, too. Yeah.
Just land on the fella.
Like King Kong Bundy.
You know what? I want this guy.
Put him on the board. Put him at the top of our board. Mazz, go ahead. Latau Latua?
All right.
Latu. I'm sorry, Latu. Latua,
Yeah.
Latu.
The UCLA kid, Lawalua.
Latua, Latu. Latu.
He was talked about as like a top, maybe like 15 pick if he didn't have whatever the medical issue was. I remember reading about this dude.
Is this true, Barthy? You know this guy?
I have heard of Latu from UCLA, one of the best pure pass rushers in this class. Had a dominant Senior Bowl after a strong year at UCLA. Yes, there are some questions about his medical history and his defensive end. He's a little undersized, probably more of an outside linebacker, but simply put, he can get after the quarterback.
Weaknesses. His 32-inch arms will be a major concern for teams that want length to set the edge with.
We got a lot of short arm guys.
That
in this
32-inch, that is short, man.
Yeah.
6'5", and you got short arms?
He's like a human little bulldog. He walks like this, like a little tough guy.
T-Rex.
Alligator. There's been some logistical problems with the big board today. You can go back to the podcast to listen to the first hour.
Oh,
good throw, Murray.
Great one.
One of your best ever.
That is. Look at the market left.
It's a big burst.
You're not going to be able to read the bio. That looks like a Rorschach test from over here.
Brandon Dorless. I must have to go right to the weaknesses because you nailed all the strengths.
I guess I'll just have to fill in the strengths on Dorless. Good size for a defensive lineman, 283 pounds. He has the ability, both in terms of power and athleticism, to play multiple spots. He can play tackle, he can play end, especially in a 3-4 base like the Patriots use.
Average length leads to getting mauled against bigger tackles. Effort waxes and wanes throughout games.
Mauled.
Motor will raise red flags for some scouts and coaches. This is not. Put him on the board.